In this video, we're going to look at the term prepositional phrase. Let's start with a definition. A prepositional phrase is a group of words that consists of a preposition, the object of a preposition, and any modifiers. Now, that sounds quite complicated, so let's just start with an example. Vlad is a vampire with style. With style is the prepositional phrase. With is a preposition, and style is the object of the preposition. In this example, there are no modifiers. We will do modifiers later. So look at this again. Our prepositional phrase has a preposition and the object of the preposition. Let's quickly remind ourselves what prepositions are. Prepositions show relationships between words. Here are some examples of prepositions: in, on, and with. Now let's have a look at some examples so we can see how they show relationships between words. A mouse in the box. The preposition is in. It shows the relationship between box and mouse. Here is another example. A mouse on the box. The preposition is on. It shows the relationship between box and mouse. And a third example, a hot dog with mustard. The preposition is with, and it shows the relationship between mustard and hot dog. Now, I've used two examples with a mouse here, and I did that on purpose, because when you're first learning about prepositions, you might want to think of them as anywhere a mouse could go. So look at these examples. In a box, on a box, we've done those. But between boxes, among boxes, below a box, above a box, near a box, behind a box, in front of a box, beside a box, and under a box. So you can see that prepositions are commonly used for telling us where things are. Prepositions are also useful for telling us when things are. Look at these examples. At midday, during the night, before midnight, in the morning, over the weekend, on Saturdays. Now, prepositions can do other things as well. For example, they can tell us about ownership. We have a whole lesson on prepositions. But before we go back to prepositional phrases, let's look at these examples again. A mouse in the box. Now the noun to the right of the preposition, so in the top example it's box, in the second example it's box, and in the bottom example it's mustard. These are called the object of the preposition. The object of the preposition in is box. The object of the preposition on is box. The object of the preposition with is mustard. Okay, let's get back to prepositional phrases. Vlad is a vampire with style. Let's look at this again. Well, that's our prepositional phrase. This is our preposition, and this is the object of the preposition. Let's look at an example with a modifier. The witch sat on her broom. On her broom. That is the prepositional phrase. On is the preposition, and broom is the object of the preposition. The word her, which describes broom, is a modifier. It's part of the prepositional phrase. Let's do another example. Igor walks with a limp. With a limp is our prepositional phrase. With is our preposition. Limp is the object of the preposition, and a is a modifier. It modifies the word limp. Let's add another modifier. Igor walks with a terrible limp. Well, this is now the prepositional phrase. This is still the object of the preposition, but now we have two modifiers. Okay, hopefully you're starting to get a feel for what the modifiers are. They are usually words that describe the object of the preposition. Sometimes they are before it, like in all the examples we've seen so far, but sometimes those modifiers are after the object of the preposition, so keep an eye out for that. I want to get rid of some of that. And here is a similar version to one of our previous examples. Vlad is a vampire with a Gothic style. Well, with a Gothic style is our prepositional phrase, and with is our preposition. Now, the reason why I've put these two up is because I want to show you how prepositional phrases function. So, Igor walks with a terrible limp. That tells us how he walks. The prepositional phrase is modifying a verb. Now let's look at the bottom one. With a Gothic style. That is a prepositional phrase, but this one modifies a noun. That means that the top one is functioning like an adverb and the bottom one is functioning like an adjective. Because adverbs tell us about verbs and adjectives tell us about nouns. Prepositional phrases always function as either an adjective or an adverb. We're not going to do too much about that now, but there is more about that on the website. I don't want to leave you with this slide because it's quite technical. I want to leave you with this one. The witch sat on her broom. Well, that is our prepositional phrase. Remember, it's made up of a preposition, the object of the preposition, and any modifiers. That is the definition of a prepositional phrase. And because I know you're interested, do you think this one is functioning as an adjective or an adverb? Well, it's modifying the verb sat, so it is functioning like an adverb. Okay, that is everything I want to say about prepositional phrases. Thanks for watching.